That's very weird.
If you don't want to do this, we don't have to do this.
No, I do want to do this.
No. Ay.
You're having a lot of mood.
Hey. So, I don't know if you get this, but Fatima barely knows anything online. I had to explain to her what the concept of a meme was the other day. Not literally. So I've been thinking of like when I run into things online that I'm like sure she doesn't know, or I guess she might not know, is more accurate.
Yeah, so let's just tell this little story. So a few months ago, you were like, you know, the Hawk Tua girl has a Bitcoin, right?
I said meme coin, yeah, meme coin.
Yeah, what did you say? No, you said
cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency. The Hawk Tua girl has a cryptocurrency. Yeah. And I was like, what's a cryptocurrency though? Like, how does that work? Mm-hmm. And he was like, I was not expecting you to ask about that part of it.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I was like, it's like a Bitcoin. And she was like, never heard of it.
I did not say that, but I said like, I don't understand how that works.
That inspired me to start writing the things down, and I thought I could ask her on camera.
Yeah, I'm curious about these things, I guess.
Some of them I left, like, there's one I hope you know. There's one I think you probably know. And then there's 3 that I do not think you know.
Yeah, and then oftentimes I think I know something, and then I just don't.
I looked these up a while ago. I'm only passingly familiar with all of them. What do you want to start with the easiest first? We're going to go the most likely she knows it to the least likely she knows it. Most likely. Do you know the square hole meme?
No. Wait. Is it like blocks? No, I don't.
And this one goes in
and then
the square hole.
They all go into the square.
Yeah. So you do know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'll explain it better. So there's a girl with glasses, and she's like, that one... That's
and there's a guy being like, do you know what hole this block goes in? And he has like a children's toy for putting blocks in holes.
Yeah, but there's like not a person. It's not like a person's face or anything.
Oh, it's just a voice and hands. Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And she's like, that's a square. It goes in the square hole.
And he's like, that's right, the square hole. And he puts it in the square hole. And then he takes out a triangle.
Why are you telling it? I am supposed to tell it.
I was just helping.
It's like a rectangle, and she's like, that's a rectangle, but it's still going to go in the square hole. So he puts it in the square hole, and she's like, okay. And then she's like, that's the half circle. It goes in the half circle. And he puts it in the square hole. And then she's like a hexagon or something. I don't remember. And then she's like, the hexagon. And he puts it in the square hole. And she's like... So I know that one.
Okay. Kind of. Do you know YTP?
So I was going to say one true pairing, which is OTP.
Okay, yeah, not that.
Your true something.
Does it help if I tell you it's like usually a shorts tag?
For You page.
Yeah, it's like For You page, but it's YTP.
YouTube Premium.
It's YouTube.
No, I don't know that.
So it is a genre of video. It's kind of like posting, but in videos. So you like cut together and usually do an edit to a pre-existing video, usually like corporate video, not person video. And it is like surreal. Totally surreal, totally abstract. Often it'll be vulgar or like lowbrow comedy or satire, but it's usually like funny or just bizarre. No, never heard of it, never seen anything like that?
No, none of that makes any sense to me even.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just show you a couple.
I don't even really know what S-posting is.
That's when you're a huge fan of S Club 7.
As an American or as a Brit?
Oh, here's like a song. So I had not heard of this. I'd seen some of these videos before, but I did not know it was a thing, right? And I was like, oh, I wonder if there's a tag in this that I can ask you about. And there was a tag that described these whole genre of videos that I'd never heard of before.
Yeah, I've never seen this. But, it's fine. I'm good. I thought you were going to be, like, teaching me stuff.
Well, now you know to avoid.
Okay, what's the next thing you got?
So the next one I'm going to draw, I have to look it up because I'm terrible at it.
I know what it is.
Do you?
It's that funny S that we used to draw in school.
No. Good guess. Good guess. Now for people in the know, I'm going to know what this is. Have you ever seen this before?
No.
No. It doesn't have to be blocks. It could be... This is a general format of thing.
It doesn't have to be... So is it characters?
They are characters in the original, but it's been abstracted.
So it's like characters talking, and then there's one character and he's like, hey, and then the other character comes up, and then they're talking, and then he kills him.
Okay. So that's the correct. It's the guy comes into the hospital. He's rushing. He sees the lady at the front desk. He's like, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, somewhere. I don't remember. He's talking to the doctor. And now he comes into the room, and his wife and or girlfriend is lying on the hospital bed because she's had a miscarriage.
Okay.
This is called lost.jpg.
Mm-hmm.
That's the original.
Okay.
But it has been memed to almighty hell. Like, that's a common one.
Mm-hmm.
It gets snuck into places. So people will see lost.jpg.
Okay, so...
That like, lost, that's a meme someone made. It's just lost.jpg, but it's like disguised as a
So tell me the
survey.
point of it.
What do you mean the point?
Like, what's the point of it? Like, because, like, and also the other one, like, I guess that's, like, entertainment, like, the FTP, YTP,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess that's, like, for entertainment, and what is this for entertainment?
Yeah.
Am I making you uncomfortable asking these questions?
So, no, it's like a word, right? That isn't, its meaning doesn't exist in English. It's like the words that define it are words of the same type. So it's like hard to explain.
So if I was like, I need to convey a loss so bad as my wife having the miscarriage of my child.
Certainly not. It is not. It is not. It is not a word about loss.
Yeah. So what is the point?
It's not strictly defined.
Is it part of language?
It is, but it is also, and maybe more so, like an Easter egg, or just a meme, right? Like, you know how memes can have like a meaning, a specific meaning, especially in a small group of people, and like a general meaning in a large group of people, right?
Yeah.
Like if you say shocked Pikachu face,
Mm-hmm.
people know what you mean.
Yeah.
And it doesn't just mean I'm shocked.
Yes, it does.
It means shocked Pikachu.
Yeah, but like, if I were to use a shocked Pikachu or an iteration of shocked Pikachu, I would mean shocked. And
Okay. Well, so there's history here that I didn't explain.
okay, tell me that.
So this guy, the creator of this comic, many people, they see him unfavorably, right? And when he created this, people were like, what the hell? Because this was like an edgy gamer comic. And then he did this, and I think like a lot of edgy gamers were like, didn't take it seriously. And also, it wasn't handled seriously. It wasn't, the creator did it poorly also. Put it out strangely. I'm not like a lost JPEG historian, so it's hard to, I'm not like very, very clear on
Yeah, no one's expecting you to be. That's okay.
And because of that, it quickly got memed on, right? And people started almost immediately making fun of it by putting together dupes of it, of like different characters and stuff. It didn't get super abstract right away.
Right.
And that it was kind of like, look at this shithead, like using this, trying to use this for his own advantage. This transparent attempt to monetize sincerity that is obviously insincere.
Okay.
And that's a big part of why it was getting memed on.
So it is a comic that, like, it's a page of a comic book.
No, it's a single webcomic, a day of a webcomic.
It's a day of a webcomic.
From like 2007 or something.
And it's out of character? Like say I go and I, like, want to see a funny knock-knock joke every day. And then, like, someone writes a poem about a funeral. Is it like that?
Yeah, but it's more like, because it's like an edgy, do you remember like edgy gamers in 2000 and like the early 2000s?
No. Wait, are you mad about that?
No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of like how to explain that. There was definitely more misogyny, just generally in the general population, and also specifically in the gamers. It was more like this uneducated, societal, kind of like that locker room guys misogyny, right? That sneaky, like, I'm not a misogynist, but like you very much are kind of misogyny. That was baked into this comic. It
was really misogynist, and then he says something that's like actually kind of sweet towards women, like miscarriages suck.
But it wasn't sweet towards women. It was taken, and for all accounts, it was
still being mean to women.
Clearly meant as, or it clearly was insincere, right? They went from being like, girlfriends should be robots, right? To like, I'm really sad that my girlfriend had a miscarriage.
Right.
And so it felt like, oh no, it's so sad when this thing that affects me happens. Sad. And a woman. I'm nice to women now. And it's like, no, you're not. You are.
Was he the man character?
Mm-hmm.
And did his wife actually have
This is like an ex-girlfriend, and no, I don't believe so.
Yeah, it's like, so I guess I can understand, like, now it is a unit of language, but it's weird.
It's totally weird. And like, it's...
I didn't know everything you were going to tell me was going to be so weird.
That's the whole thing. Like, you have no idea how weird the internet is. And I'm like...
Yeah. But like...
I'm extremely online, and you are barely online.
Yeah.
So that's what this is.
You should have started me with something like Hakchua. I
literally did. That's literally what we started with.
But then you went too far, too fast. Okay, all right. I'm ready for the next one.
Who knows how much of an explanation of Lost JPEG you got?
People in the comments, please give me the explanations that I'm asking for. Like, what does this mean? What is the point of this?
What do you mean, what is the point?
If I'm going to use this and continue to spread it, right? What is it for?
It's a joke.
It's a joke. Okay.
I do a drawing, and in the drawing I hide loss.jpg.
Yeah. Just for funsies.
Yeah, because it's a joke.
All right, let's go to the next one. But, maybe our viewers really know what I need to hear. And they can put it in the comments, right?
The strip also faced criticism for being an example of fridging. Do you know what fridging is?
No. Lay it on me.
Fridging is when you're watching a movie and a woman dies in order to give
fridging.
a man...
You tell me. You told me that, like, the fridge moment. It's like when you are thinking about a movie that you just watched. And you're like, oh, that's why that thing happened.
Oh, that's the fridge moment. Yeah, that's not this.
Okay, tell me what fridging is.
Fridging, usually a woman, is when you use the death or other misfortune of a female character in order to give a male character motivation. And that's called fridging a woman or fridging the women.
Okay, she is not a character in herself.
Right. They were both characters in the comic. We only see the miscarriage from the male's character's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, why though?
Yeah, I can understand, like, something being so hated and then, like, it's memed on. How long after Memoirs of a Geisha was this? So the reason I bring that up, what Memoirs of a Geisha, people are like, oh my god, this guy is a guy. And he wrote about what it's like being a geisha. That's an amazing feat for this man to do. Because I wonder if after the movie came out, and like there was another like surge of people reading the book, and then half of the people were still like, "Oh my god," and then some people were like,
"Yeah, I remember."
Why did you do this?
That's what I thought you were going to say. I remember the movie and people being like, "Why are we celebrating like this guy's?" We could read books by real geishas.
Yeah.
Do you know about the Avril Lavigne replacement conspiracy theory?
Yes.
Oh, wow, I'm really surprised.
Of course I do.
What do you mean, of course?
Well, you know, I was in high school when Complicated came out.
Okay.
I was a girl in high school when Complicated came out, so... Yeah. I was a woman.
Hey, why don't you tell me
the
Avril Lavigne conspiracy theory?
So this is all I know, right? So... Avril Lavigne was a skater, misfit, singer.
Mm-hmm.
She sang Complicated, Skater Boy, and like I'm With You and stuff. And then My Happy Ending, things like that. She wore, like, arm warmers, striped arm warmers. She wore T-shirts with ties.
Oh, yeah, T-shirts with ties.
Big pants, chains, and she skated, and she caused mayhem at the mall.
Like, Vans, that, like, black and white check pattern, and, like, red plaid.
Lots of eyeliner, and, like, lots of people thought she was very attractive. And I would count myself in that group. And I think later on she did like, hey, you, I don't like your girlfriend. And then she did like, I can't remember, like she did some other things. She obviously, like she aged, so she also put on some weight.
Right.
She, her hair got fuller. She probably got extensions that like weren't black. And like she got like, she stopped wearing as much eyeliner. And,
well, she grew up, right? Because
like she was also a teenager when I was a teenager.
She's our age, so.
And then she was a woman when she was a woman,
right?
And it turns out she can like really sing.
Yeah, and people were like, "Hey, this person I first liked when they were 16 looks 30 now because she was 30."
Yeah, and they're like, but then also her songs were very different, and so people, and you know, she like filled out in her face. And people are like, she looks different, like her face is different, right? But like if you look at my face, like even my early YouTubes, my face looks completely different. And that's only like 11 to 15 years ago. And
about the same, like 8-9 years difference between when the theory first came out and when
Yeah, but I think the big thing was her songs were different. Like her attitude and her songs were different.
Which, like, yeah, you're not a teenager anymore. Like,
yeah, so it doesn't happen with other girls though. So it didn't.
It's really interesting. Avril Lavigne said she's lucky. She's like, she doesn't like it or whatever, but she's lucky, right? Almost every famous person has some weird conspiracy about them. Hers is this. It's pretty benign. Like, she's really just a woman named Melissa instead of Avril. Like, fine. Like, you know, does she wish it wasn't true? Sure. But
okay, what am I missing about it?
That's pretty good. A conspiracy theory that originated in 2011. Avril Lavigne died in 2003, shortly after the release of her first album, and was replaced by a body double, Melissa Vandella. The evidence is changes in her appearance between 2003 and now, subliminal messaging on her second album, and a photo shoot in which she has the name Melissa written on her hand, which I think you can find that photo.
Okay.
In 2011, on a Brazilian blog, Avril está morta, I don't know how to pronounce Portuguese, Avril is dead, which led to conversations on internet forums and started sharing evidence and etc. It gained more traction in 2017 when there was a big viral post on Twitter talking about it. And that's, I think, when Avril denied the theory. But yeah, there's all sorts of theories, right? The theory is like she died and then car accident or whatever, and then the record companies replaced her with the body double, Melissa, who they had already been using for different appearances and stuff, or that Melissa murdered Avril and took her place, and like nobody knows, and now they've figured it out. Very classic conspiracy theory. There's very little evidence. One is that somebody saw a picture of her, supposedly her, buying cheese at a time when she was supposedly battling Lyme's disease.
Okay.
Some people, instead of saying under my skin is like a confession or like hints from Melissa, it's actually recorded using previous recordings of Avril Lavigne, the real Avril. So.
Okay, so what is the subliminal messaging? I didn't hear about that.
Yes. The studio, she disappeared. And the studio was unwilling to let this moneymaker go because it would have been right at the height of her fame. They had Melissa, who was already her friend, and then learned to copy her. And then Melissa then is sad because her friend is no longer with us. So she's like, Melissa's the one who's leaving
because of the guilt.
From then on, it was no longer the real Avril, but Avril Lavigne, under the skin of the other singer. Note that the name Avril Lavigne is written in black, representing mourning for the singer. We did mention that she dressed in lots of black, right?
Yeah.
That was a common pop punk. And the new Avril herself is in black with a red cross on her shoulder. Also, totally normal design choice for 2003. The name Under My Skin is in red. The colors on the cover seem to suggest mourning and blood. If new Avril was trying to convey some hidden message, it succeeded. The booklet for this CD is totally dark and gloomy. The new Avril always poses for photos with a sad and morbid expression, sometimes lying on the floor as if she wanted to say something.
Okay, so that's interesting because that's not so different from because now the theory is okay, now all of Avril's stuff is pastels and stuff. Pastels and happy.
That is so funny that the original theory is literally the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when you look at them, they look exactly like the pictures of Avril from when she was, literally 18.
Would you consider yourself an Avril fan?
Yeah, for sure. All right. We learned about YouTube poop today. Loss.jpg. Avril es muerta. Is that right?
Yeah.
And there's one other one.
There was? I thought there was 3.
No, there's 4.
I didn't learn.
See you next time.
Should we do this again?
Fortune?
Nah.